Now we're joined by Shawn Brackett, quarterback of the Massachusetts Pirates. Was this year more challenging for you and the Pirates collectively?
It was a challenge. There's a lot of moving parts, and we started out rough, 1-4, just kind of figuring out what we were as a team, kind of figure out his identity. But as the year went on, we kept on getting better and better, and I think we're playing some of our best football at the end of the year. So that's what you really want. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. Unfortunately, we couldn't pull it off in Carolina, but it was definitely a challenge.
If you could put your finger on any one thing and say, yeah, this really worked, maybe this didn't, I know that's hard to do. Do you play that game now that you're in the off season?
It's always tough to reflect, I guess, this soon after the season ended. Like, I feel like we should be getting ready for the championship game on Saturday. So it's always hard to kind of look back now and just kind of look at the season as a whole. But I think the biggest thing was just consistency. We definitely had some bright spots. We're playing great football, offensively, defensively, special teams. And then we had some other times when we weren't playing good football. So I think just to be the best team in this league, to be the best team at the end of the year and to win a championship, you got to be consistent all year round. So I think that's what we can kind of build on in the off season and look forward to in 2020.
Now, nobody called me and said, kind of like Mrs. Brady, well, he had concussions. They didn't call, but how was your leg? Was the leg a little dicey first starting out or not?
It was healthy, but it was still it wasn't 100%.
Okay.
So it was something that I just kind of had to deal with in preseason and the off season and getting ready for the first couple of weeks of the season. It wasn't really 100%, but it was definitely good enough that I could play without really a problem. It was just sometimes where I felt I had the strength for, I didn't have quite the strength I wanted yet. So I was, just diligent and rehabbing it even during the season and just getting it right. And then eventually I didn't have to think about it. And that's part of football. That's part of playing the game. And injuries happen, and you're never going to be 100%. Once that first practice hits in training camp, you're never going to be 100% the rest of the year. So there's no excuse for it. Just you gotta learn how to play with it and learn how to play with injury and learn how to keep on getting it better.
You mentioned a lot of the moving parts as we talked with Shawn Brackett, quarterback of the Pirates. There were a lot of moving parts, and yet you still wound up second to McCollum in touchdown passes, I think 57. And when you look at completion percentage of those who took a majority of the snaps, no indifference to Mr. Mike Faithful, that you did have the highest completion percentage in the league. So, you can look at those numbers and say, yeah, it wasn't a bad year, but do you feel that way about it?
Stats don't lie. That's the saying that people have, but I'm not into stats. I'm into wins and losses. So, getting to the playoffs is great. Second year in a row, getting to the playoffs, and we just got to get over the hump now. So, I just kind of look at it. We're talking about reflecting on the season, reflecting just a little bit. Every single team that doesn't win the championship is going to feel the way we felt after that playoff game. So whether it's in the first round or you're losing the championship game or you get more teams in there, second round, whatever it is, everyone is a failure, so to speak, if you're not the championship of the league, if you're not the champion of the league. So we're back to work, man. I'm just going to take a little bit of time off, get healthy, and then just get back to grinding because, got to get over the hump. Got to figure it out.
This is one of the things I always ask a lot of people about. What is a successful season? And do you have to put all of those eggs in that basket? Can you say, well, we had successes, but no, it just, if you don't win it all, it just doesn't matter?
That's kind of how I look at it. So you can go into the statistics, the accolades, first team, second team, whatever it is. But if you don't win the championship, it's all kind of for naught. I want to say for naught, but there's a lot of different things that happen during the year. Like you said, there are successes, there are some milestones that people hit. But in my mind, I'm sure in Jawad's eyes and a lot of other guys on the team, it's championship or bust. If we're not winning the championship, if we're not competing for the championship every single year, then that's what we strive to do. And if we don't get a job done, then that's not to the caliber of the Mass Pirates.
So, in the big picture, what's next for Shawn Brackett?
I don't know. I guess get ready for school to start. See my kids in PE. Get excited for that, and then start coaching again a little bit. Might have some other opportunities to go outdoor, something like that. But just nothing really changes. Just get healthy, and get back to work. I'm never going to be outworked by anybody. I take pride in that. Never been handed anything in my life, so I'm just going to keep on working and see where I end up.
It was enjoyable. It's always enjoyable, right?
Always a pleasure, my man. Always a pleasure.
Well, we enjoyed seeing you play second year here with the Pirates, and hopefully we take that next step next season.
2020, we're doing it big.
There we go. You heard it. Shawn Brackett, quarterback of the Massachusetts Pirates.